So in a couple weeks, I will be sailing on a cruise ship that is rumored to be different from the others in so many ways. But one thing in particular that's gaining a lot of attention is the fact that this is an adult-only cruise line, meaning no kids allowed. I'm talking about the newest cruise line to hit the 7 seas, Virgin Voyages. Now, being completely honest with you, I've been waiting to sail on Virgin Voyages' first ship, the Scarlet Lady, for over a year. And after seeing all the crazy videos, photos, and recent party that they had on board the Scarlet Lady over in New York City, needless to say, I'm even more excited. So excited, in fact, that I decided to make a video talking about the booking process I just experienced and what I'm expecting prior to my sailing on board this brand new beautiful ship. By the way, before I continue, something that I want to clear up about Virgin Voyages with all the excitement, of course, with the itinerary sailing out of the United States in the not so distant future is that Virgin Voyages is not the first cruise line to host adult cruises. However, they are the first cruise line to come out and exclusively host adult cruises that isn't just like a cruise line doing a specialty cruise that's adult only or that's targeting a specific age demographic like 50 and up, which I think is a really great concept. In a nutshell, typically what you see when it comes to adult-only cruises is usually like some small luxury yacht or a small cruise line where the price is going to be at a premium. Now, we will talk about the prices with Virgin a little bit later on in the video, but their prices kind of range in between that can kind of cater to an overall general demographic. Now, one thing that does appear to be a little confusing when it comes to Virgin is their overall target audience, because there always should somewhat be one when it comes to a business, especially a service-based business like cruising. So your average cruiser is typically in their 60s or so, usually about 40 and above. You get the idea. Older people that maybe have a little bit more money and they want to relax on their vacation. However, when Virgin first came out, the idea across the board from a lot of people's minds was that Virgin was trying to target a younger demographic, people that are maybe in their mid to late 20s to early 30s or something of that nature. However, we did have Virgin come out and say that yes, maybe it's not your typical grandma's cruise. They are trying to target the people that are young at heart, which I think is a pretty cool way to spin this. So if you have somebody like me that wants to have fun, or somebody that's, I don't know, 80 years old and they still want to feel like a child, Virgin is the cruise line for them. So when I sailed over to Virgin Voyages' official website to book my cruise, it did look just like any other typical cruise site. Maybe a little bit more stylish, but overall they have your eye-catcher deals that they typically have on every single site. But once you go to booking, you can of course input your specifics. Now, one thing that I was happy to see with Virgin Voyages is that they do have a solo option for people that are cruising by themselves. I do say all the time, I wish more cruise lines would adopt this feature. However, I do understand with the business model for cruising and how it all works, that's just not possible with every cruise line. But they should consider it. Now, when you decide on how many sailors you're going to be cruising with, because Virgin being the game-changing, innovative, creative cruise line that they are, you are no longer just a passenger. You are a sailor when you're sailing with them, which that's kind of catchy. I'll give them that. Anywho, I'm getting sidetracked. Whenever you decide how many people you're going to be cruising with, of course, you have to check out which cruise you're actually going to go on. They do have a range of options, and there are a lot of factors that determine the price, of course, like your itinerary and your sailing day. Personally, I decided to jump on the first U.S. sailing out of Miami on October 6th with their only operating ship right now, the Scarlet Lady. Now, when it comes to price per cabin, it can vary greatly. However, this is no different from any other cruise line and how they conduct business. Based off of what I saw on Virgin Voyages' official website, the pricing can be anywhere from as low as $700 up to $6,000 for your cabin and your actual cruise. Now, on that higher end, a lot of people would argue, based off of other cruise lines and their comparisons, it's not exactly an expensive cruise line. However, on the lower end, either it's not exactly a budget cruise line. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, which is kind of cool. But another cool perk of Virgin Voyages is that they offer, at least as they say, about $600 in incentives, bonuses, and perks when you book with them, no matter what price you're paying for your actual cruise. This does include the fact that you are on an adult-only cruise, which personally I would consider that valuable. That would go in the $600 package, right? Because not everybody wants to sail with a bunch of kids, unless that's your actual intention. You get Wi-Fi included in your actual booking, which is also very cool. You get your restaurant free, and they have up to 20 restaurants on board that ship. Your tips are included. Group workouts, let's say if you want to do some yoga, that's not bad. Also, when it comes to drinks, you get your juice, your water, all the stuff that you want on board as far as your basic drinks, non-alcoholic beverages, all that comes included in your actual booking. Now, one thing that does bother me just a little bit, and by a little, I mean a lot when it comes to Virgin Voyages, is how they are handling everything on the alcoholic beverage side. So Virgin Voyages does not have a drink package that you can purchase, and also included in your booking fare, you don't have alcohol in there either. You have to pay, I guess, separately for each bottle or drink or whatever it is alcoholic beverage that you actually purchase. Now, what is going to be the prices of these actual drinks on board? Since I haven't sailed, I'm a little worried because I don't know if we're going to be paying $10, $12, $20, $100 per drink, because the truth is, once you've actually done your booking, they kind of got you at that point. So whatever the pricing is on board that you're going to be paying for your drink, you're kind of stuck with that. And with Virgin, I wouldn't say it's a party cruise. It's not a booze cruise, definitely from all the reviews and all the stuff I've seen, but they definitely kind of promote the rock star lifestyle, which means there's going to be a lot of drinking and it's going to be encouraged on board that ship, just like any other cruise. So if they're, let's say, charging $15 per drink, how quickly are you going to rack up a couple $100 in drinking charges while on board? I don't see the idea around all of that. I think it's kind of weird. However, I haven't been on board, so who knows? It might actually work out and the drinks may actually be pretty fairly priced. So anyway, I did end up booking what was known as a Sea Terrace Insider cabin. I was looking for a more economic option. However, I have to admit I booked kind of last minute, so I booked what was available. My cruise did come out to just over $1,400, which is not bad depending on what your actual budget is for your typical cruise, but it is what it is. I mean, honestly, the fact that I booked last minute and I got this deal knowing that everybody wants to check out this ship, personally, I'm not complaining. But one thing that kind of caught me off guard was after I received my confirmation for my actual cruise, I then received another confirmation for not a future cruise credit, but a future voyage credit with Virgin for $300. I'm not exactly sure why Virgin's doing this, but I would assume that it's to maybe attract and get more butts and seats later down the road. Maybe if I enjoy my cruise, knowing that I have this $300 credit, I will then go back to Virgin and say, you know what, I think I actually want to book another cruise because I have this credit and I don't want it to go to waste. So in conclusion, I gotta admit, I'm extremely excited about my cruise on board Virgin Voyages The Scarlet Lady. So much, in fact, that I am cutting my time over here in Europe short just so I can fly from Europe to Miami to go on this first sailing out of the US. Now, I don't really know what to expect. Well, I'm lying there. I've seen every single review, vlog, tour, video out there on board the Scarlet Lady. However, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to take everything that somebody else is saying as fact. I want to physically go on board that ship myself and come up with my own opinion and perspective of the actual ship and the cruise line. But anyway, if any of you have actually been on the Scarlet Lady, either when it was in the UK or maybe you were at that crazy party that took place over in New York, let me know in the comment section below as far as your own comments, perspectives, opinions about this specific cruise line, and we will of course have a conversation in the comment section. Now, this is not the only video that I will be making about the Scarlet Lady or Virgin Voyages. I have more coming up. All the more reason for you guys to hit that subscribe button. However, I don't want to give too many details right away because I have tons of videos coming up from when I'm on board and after that as well. Guys, on your way out, please hit that like button. Like I said, subscribe, join my Facebook group, of course. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see all of you very soon. Take it easy.